The Whispering Library of Eldoria, Part 1. Ilara lived in a small, dusty village at the foot of the Silent Mountains, a place where stories were told, but rarely written. Her greatest joy was the old, weathered bookshop run by her grandmother, Eldra, a place filled with ancient scrolls and forgotten tales. The villagers called it the Quiet Corner, but Ilara knew its real name was the Whispering Library. The books weren't like normal books. When you opened them, a soft, murmuring sound would fill the air, a gentle hum of voices that told the story aloud just for you. But there was one book that never whispered, a thick, leather-bound volume that sat on a pedestal in the very center of the shop. Its pages were blank, its cover smooth and unadorned. Ilara's grandmother, Eldra, told her it was a book of the future, a book waiting to be filled with the most important story of all. The one who fills it, her grandmother had said, will be the one who finds their true voice. One afternoon, a harsh wind swept down from the Silent Mountains, bringing with it a strange stillness. The whispering books went silent. The villagers grew worried, their laughter faded, and the vibrant colors of their clothes seemed to dim. Ilara knew something was wrong. The mountain, a source of peace and inspiration for generations, had stopped its low, rumbling song. Determined to restore the mountain's voice and the library's magic, Ilara took the blank book. She remembered a legend her grandmother Eldra had told her, that the mountain's song was the wind itself, carried on the air and held in the stones. To be continued. The Whispering Library of Eldoria, Part 2. Ilara climbed the winding path, the blank book clutched tightly in her hands. She passed trees whose leaves no longer rustled, and streams that flowed without a murmur, the silence heavy around her. At the mountain's peak, she found a cavern where the wind should have been born, but it was empty, save for a single small stone that pulsed with a faint blue light. It was the heart of the mountain's song. Ilara placed the blank book on a flat rock nearby. She closed her eyes and thought of everything she loved about her village, the smell of bread baking, the sound of her grandmother's laugh. She remembered the gentle rustle of leaves on a normal day, the babbling of the stream, and the joyful shouts from below. She imagined these memories as words flowing from her heart through her hands. And onto the blank pages of the book, she poured her heart's truest story, a tapestry woven from the vibrant threads of her home. When she opened her eyes, the pages weren't blank anymore. They were filled with luminous, swirling letters that hummed with a soft light, a story made of pure memory and hope. As she touched the first page, the book began to whisper, not a story of the past, but the one she had just created. The sound was not just a whisper, it was a gentle breeze. Then a soft gust, and finally, a powerful, roaring wind that rushed out of the cavern and down into the valley, carrying her story to every corner of Eldoria. The trees rustled, the streams began to babble, and a joyful shout rose from the village below. Ilara returned to the Whispering Library to find the books buzzing with life, their pages once again filled with the murmur of 1,000 tales. She placed the now full book of the future back on its pedestal, its pages glowing with the story of how one brave girl found her voice and saved her home. From that day on, the mountain song was a little bit louder, and the library's whispers were just a little bit brighter.